All right, still on page 399. Now we're at the bottom of page 399. Let's go over a couple more examples. Okay, this time again they gave us the area this time. So area is 52.5 equals, we know the base is 5, so 1/2 times base, which is 5, times height we don't know, so h. Okay, half of 5 or 1, and again, let me just show you how to do this. If you can't see, if you don't know what half of 5 is, using mental math, you can multiply it. 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 1 is 2, 5 halves, and then 2 goes into 5 4 whole times with 1/2 left over. So 2 whole times, Mr. Music. The 2 whole times. So 2.5. So now we have 2.5 times h. And since they're using decimals, I'm going to keep this as a decimal. 1/2 would be 0.5. So then, again, we have 52.5 equals 2.5 h, which means 2.5 times h. So to get h by itself, we have to do the inverse operation. We have to divide both sides by 2.5. 2.5 divided by 2.5 leaves you with just 1h, or just h. And then now we have to do some math. So 2.5 into 52.5. Can't have a decimal out here for our divisor, so we got to move it over 1 to get rid of it. And if we move our decimal over 1 out here, we have to move it over 1 inside as well. So then this ends up being essentially 25 into 525. And now you're just thinking, how many quarters are in $5.25? And we can work this all out, of course, though. 25 can't go into 5. 25 goes into 52 twice. 2 times 25 is 50. Subtract gives us 2. Bring down our 5. 25 goes into 25 one time. 1 times 25 is 25. Subtract gives us 0. So there is our answer. Excuse me. H is 21, and it's inches. And I'm going to erase my work. You never need to. Just use more scratch paper. Okay. Number 6, same thing. They gave us the area, 17.2, equals 1/2 times the base, which is 80, times the height, which we don't know. Half of 80 is 40. So 40 times h equals 17.2. And then we divide both sides by 40 to get that h by itself. Cancels that out, leaving me with just h. So now I'm going 40. Again, you can work this out on your scratch paper into 17.2. No decimal out here, which is just the way I like it. 40 can't go into 1, 40 can't go into 17, but 40 can go into 172. Excuse me. Count by multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, so that was 4 times. That's 160. Subtract gives me 12. Add another 0, bring it down. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12, so that's 3 times. So the height is 0.43. Did I make a mistake somewhere? I don't think so. I think the book may have made an error. Oh, I see what the book did. Oh, okay. So my edition of the book doesn't have anything here. It just says 80, doesn't tell us 80 what. Your book should say mm here, and it has centimeters here. So for our final answer, they want, well, I guess it depends, huh? We could do it in millimeters or centimeters. So it's going to be 4.3. We got to move the decimal over if we're doing centimeters, and we move it over twice if we're doing millimeters. So it's either 4.3 centimeters or 43 millimeters. See, they left that out. And let me see. I don't think on your homework they'll give you anything like that, but let me just double check for you real quick. Yards, miles, meters, kilometers, inches, centimeters, yeah. Inches, centimeters, yeah. They don't do anything like this on your homework, and they won't do anything like this on your test either. I don't know why they did it here even. Maybe it was a mistake on their part, because in the teacher edition book, they don't have any units here. It just says 80. It doesn't say 80 anything. So I think that might have been an error on their part. And there's no problems like this on your homework or on the test where you're given different measurements, centimeters, millimeters. All right, number 7. Verify the reasoning of others. The height of a triangle is twice the base. The area of the triangle is 625, so we know the area is 625 equals 1/2 base times height. That's our formula. Carson says the base of the triangle is at least 50 inches. Is Carson's estimate reasonable? Explain. Well, if the base is 50, so we'd have 625 equals 1/2 times 50 times h. Okay. The height is twice the base, so the height would have to be 100 here. Excuse me. So half of 50 is 25 times 100 is 25. Add 2 zeros. 2,500. So is Carson's estimate reasonable? I would say no, because 2,500 is much larger than 625. So no, because if the base is 50, the height would be 100, and the area would be 2,500 inches squared, which is much larger than 625 inches squared. All right. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Again, don't worry too much about number 6, because they won't force you to do any kind of conversion on your homework or on the test. Okay. All right. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.